This comes to us from Kiwi Farms. r/Helldivers 2 has ruined the life of a charity worker. The fan subreddit for Helldivers 2 on Reddit doxed and had fired a horse sanctuary volunteer and electrician. And what he did, this most damning thing that he did to deserve all this, he offered $1,000 for charity if the devs beat the game in low tier gear. Redditors said this was harassment. Oh, Reddit, please change. r/Helldivers, the challenge is over. I received dozens upon dozens of messages like this since I first issued the challenge. And this is a screenshot. Get better at the game, you stupid effing that. For my own well-being, I'll be stepping off Reddit and the community as a whole. Stop trying to contact me. The challenge is officially over on my part. Thanks for everyone that supported me with kind words, but I really can't take the barrage of hate. See you guys later. Is the reply here. I just learned they somehow got a hold of the horse sanctuary I volunteer at, and they are sending messages there too. So yeah, this is it. Yikes. Follow up to it here. Hey, this is a copy paste message I'll be sending to everyone that messaged me in good faith because I think it's rude to not reply. But please understand that I have to do this to reply to messages because of the sheer amount of them, and don't take personally the fact that I can't give specific response to every single one. I've been banned from the horse sanctuary I've been volunteering since 2011 for security reasons, which is undesirable. They are just trying to get by and they can't deal with this. My God, communists will destroy everything. And fired from my job at the electrical company after 7 years. My life got basically ruined overnight for something that I thought would be fun and productive toward a game I loved and supported passionately. I'm not really an internet person, and my online presence is mostly for friends and family. I'll be stepping away from the community, Reddit, and the video game as a whole. I'm completely and undoubtedly done. Thanks to the support and the kind words to everyone. See you guys later. So the first takeaway I have from this is like, I have so many questions about the electrical company not standing up for your employee in the face of this kind of brutal attack. It's so sad. It's so sad because a lot of states are at will. I don't know where this guy is, but if it's an at will state, they can fire you without cause and just say, yeah, we don't want to deal with the fallout or the drama that this brings on us. So it's easier to get rid of you. That's so sad. Never mind the horse sanctuary too. And this is someone apparently took a picture and they're lighting it on fire. That's definitely a thing. Helldivers has a response to it. Our statement regarding the recent events. Be civil, no insults. Okay. Racism, toxicity, trolling. Okay, all that. Rule 1 exists to serve a purpose, to maintain level of civility within the subreddit. It is fundamentally our most important rule. Harassment has never been allowed on the subreddit. This subreddit follows Reddit site rules. Reddit strictly prohibits doxing, which is defined as posting or sharing someone's private, personally identifiable information without their consent. Oh, like the person that's suing me that did that in their lawsuit? Weird. This community does not support doxing of any kind, and any reports of doxing or harassment is taken care of with urgency by reporting to the admins, as well as permanently banning the culprit from our community. Some context. A user issued a challenge to Arrowhead with the goal of getting them to experience the technical and balancing issues the game suffers from in a typical Oceanic operation. In exchange, this user, who donates to charity monthly, was willing to allow Arrowhead to choose which charity he should donate to this month. The craziest part about all of this is like it wasn't even like a bad thing that he was doing. It was like, oh, because the game is so unbalanced, I want to challenge the developers to prove it to me that you're able to beat it the way you've created this game. And I will have a challenge issued for donations to charity. How is that a bad thing? This challenge quickly became viral, not only in r/Helldivers, but in other subreddits and social media. To be clear, Arrowhead never formally acknowledged this challenge, and there had been no indication that they intended to do so. Some days later, OP announced that he was retracting his challenge as he had been harassed by anonymous users, contacting his workplace, and threatening to publicly dox him. We don't know who these harassers are. We have no way of knowing who they are. Due to the viral spread of this challenge, we also have no way of knowing where these harassers originated from. This reveal led to users tossing insults at each other and accusing entire groups of people of being or supporting the Doxers purely because of their opinions about the game. Man, I'm telling you guys, Reddit is a world within a world of echo chambers, and it is like so funny to see this come to light. Our reaction: due to the constant breaking rule of rule number 1, the comment sections of the original threads about the challenge were locked. In an effort to bypass this lock, users started to repost about the issue, which led to more rule number violations and more spamming. We deleted these posts as no further productive discussion was coming from them, only speculation and blaming. Our intention is to redirect the subreddit back to what's supposed to be about and what most people come here for, the Helldivers franchise. Man, this is brutal. Jay Viper, spot on, by the way. Reddit is run and populated by mini wannabe terrorists. The consequences: other users took these removals as the r/Helldivers mod team trying to protect the harassers. This misconception led to brigading from another subreddit, with their users purposefully posting and mod mailing rule-breaking content for several days, including insults and threats directed at our moderators, as well as generalized segments of the player base. Due to the brigading, our moderation was stricter than usual, but we still made the effort to check who came here from the brigading subreddit. Everyone who participated in the brigading received a permaban. Moving forward, this situation is clearly not the fault of the original user that issued the challenge. Leave them be. Do not go out of your way to contact them. Do not, under any circumstances, blame anyone and continue harassment. If you have proof of doxing or harassment of any kind in private channels, let us know. If you see people insulting or harassing others in other subreddits, it's very important that you report it so we can actually see it and respond to it quickly. You are free to donate to the charity anytime. However, challenges directed towards individuals or Arrowhead are no longer allowed. This is the no fun police, because situations like this happen. This is why, by the way, the world continues to spiral and get worse and worse with more red tape and more, nope, can't do that anymore. This is why it used to be so much better in this world like 20, 30 years ago, before all this shitstorm started happening and more red tape. Can't do that anymore. Can't have any fun because you got some tards on Reddit that are ruining it for everyone. Continuing to post about this topic is not allowed. The primary focus of the subreddit is the Helldivers franchise. As per our rules, this subreddit will continue to be dedicated to the game, and all conversations related to the game. We will continue to enforce the rules and create a safe space for those who wish to discuss the game. Thank you. They also have an addendum to the previous mod statement. Try and keep this short. In our previous mod statement, we issued ban on the future challenges directed at Arrowhead. We quickly got a lot of valid criticism about this point in particular. Good. By banning these kinds of submissions, we've given some of the worst elements of this community what they wanted. This was a knee-jerk decision, and it could have been handled with more care. So we're changing the rule one more time. Good, good. Holy crap. It feels like sometimes the world is healing. Challenges must be done in good faith. Challenges can't be issued to a random user you have a beef with. Keep it civil. In the case of money involved, we will need proof that you can fulfill your end of the bargain, and proof of payment will also be needed. Any money offered in these challenges must go to a charity. It cannot be offered to Arrowhead or other users. We will try to ensure the wording of your challenge cannot be misunderstood. A few things to keep in mind. Challenging Arrowhead to do something doesn't guarantee they'll participate. Challenging individuals will require the consent of the person being challenged. Adding your own twist onto another person's approved challenge is not allowed. Basically, if a challenge has already been approved, any mods to that challenge will consider a brand new challenge, subject to reapproval. The goal of these guidelines is for us to be able to provide better support in case the worst happens. This whole situation is such a complete catastrophe. This is over on Kiwi Farms, this Dr. Poo Poo Head. Glazers are mad at the recent challenge issued for the devs to beat a hive world with bad weapons for charity, calling it bullying. So naturally, their response is to dox the issuer and try to get him fired from his job. Apart from the fact this is really effing retarded to do and makes all Glazers look bad, they're literally doing a leave the multi-million-dollar company alone. I hope this only hurts them in the long run. Infuriated fan base who dogs him and harasses employees, including the horse sanctuary he volunteered at. Some claiming he is at fault for guilting the developers into playing their game by promising a charity donation with his own money. This allegedly led him to being fired from both positions. However, this inspired far more users to also issue challenges to the developers to make them use more content that has been unbalanced since the release. Reddit mods on this most popular board have been banning people and deleting threads talking about challenges and drama. They made a post after the fact explaining they're deleting the thread because of the docs. Yeah, we've already talked about it as well. They added an addendum to save face, saying it's fine to post challenges, but only with Reddit moderator approval, giving the appearance that they are filtering out challenges that test original challenges point. And one of the people affected by the mass deletion confronted the moderators, pointing out his post, which explained the situation more calmly, was swept away in a mass purge. Why all the drama? For some reason, Helldivers 2 in particular has a rabid fan base who attacks anyone who criticizes the game's flaws. While this seems to be an oversimplification, this is genuinely the case. There are even offshoot Discord and Reddit communities of particularly unhinged fans who are ritualistically burning pictures of content creators who criticize the game. As for Arrowhead, the developers of the game, they have only responded with the generic, "We don't condone harassment and we are monitoring the situation," corporate talk. It's been spreading around Reddit, which I saw earlier as well. This is r/2 best friends play. Helldivers 2 community get guy fired and banned from a volunteer organization for playfully criticizing the game's balance. I mean, that's even explaining it badly. I don't think he even playfully criticized it. He was just like, bro, let's do something to make you realize that you need to fix this shit. Very well put together thought process, and all falls apart, unfortunately. I saw Lumpy. All I have to say about the Helldivers 2 situation is you'd never see Deep Rock Galactic players do that to each other. Rock and stone, boys. Hardcase says. Grok, what the hell is he talking about? Grok says, he's talking about the Helldivers 2 Reddit drama. A horse sanctuary volunteer electrician offered $1,000 to charity if Arrowhead devs beat the game in a low-tier gear. R/Helldivers 2 called it harassment, doxed him, and got him fired. Lumpy's pointing out how toxic that is versus the wholesome Deep Rock Galactic community. Rock and stone. I think it's wild that there are certain game communities out there that take it so fucking seriously that they go in real life with people to destroy their world. That's crazy to me. I will never for the life of me understand that. And this is unfortunately only going to increase as the pits in Reddit become crazier and crazier and the echo chambers get louder and louder. I'd like to think bringing it to the spotlight and putting attention on it raises awareness of this, but it only stops when the companies are the ones that put their foot down and say, go pound sand, bunch of losers. We don't give a shit about your echo chamber and what offends you. Fuck out of here. It's the same frustration I had back with limited run games when they fired Kara, and it was that purple tinkler guy from like 9 years ago looking at posts from her, trying to find anything that wasn't even bad, and they complaining about it and just hammering them over and over and over until they were like, fine, that's enough. We'll do something. It's so crazy that companies bend the knee. And as soon as they stop doing that, I think all of this other stuff falls apart. But yeah, I feel so bad for that guy. It sucks. I'll leave that there.